Hello everyone, welcome back to another Unreal Engine video. And in today's video, I'm just going to be continuing our window frames, our door frames, and I'm just going to make a few minor adjustments. I'm not doing too much in this video, I'm just doing more of what I did in the last video with the frames. I'm going to be adding things like windows, sort of something like that. So like I just said, in this video, we're going to be finishing off our window and door frames. And we're also going to be adding doors and windows and really anything else that's needed right now. Probably like the floor for the bathroom. And that's mainly what we're doing in this video. So one thing I do want to address is that I did not add some things into my project, such as these marble tiles, mostly because these, as you can see, are unavailable right now, so I cannot use them. So again, these are also unavailable. So for now, we're not going to actually use the marble floor. But another thing that I do actually want to add is our Megascan roofs. Now, these materials are okay. I think we can definitely add this to the project. At the same time, I have something in the library called Necro's Utility Material Pack, which is also sort of like these roof materials. And in a way, for now, I think we can also use this for the bathroom floor. So I'm also going to add this. And now we're just going to wait for both of them to load. Alright, so one thing was I decided not to do the roof pack because that was taking a long time. And the utility pack also does have roof tiles. So let's find that. Okay, so here, if you go into materials, see we have roof here. So what I'm going to do is, I think probably this type of roof, a brown roof might be better. But it also looks too plain. So instead of a brown roof, we'll make it red. It's the same design, but it also is red. So we're going to do the same thing here. So now if you look at it from the outside, it looks like this. And I'd say I like that. I think it looks pretty good. So now the next thing we want to do is I want to finish my window frames and door frames. So of course I'm going to speed that up again. Alright, so I just finished the door and window frames. Now, the next thing we're going to do is, I'm not focusing on the inside right now. I'm going to focus on the outside doors and windows. So to do that, I actually, like I said in the last video, or showed, I have a glass pack that I found for free in the Epic Games launcher. Now here, if you can see, if you go into static mesh, then you have two different windows. So I'm going to add one just for testing, and you can see that it is just a plain sheet. And there's a reason for that, and I'll show you. But first, what I want to do is I'm going to scale this plane out so that it touches it does this, and then once you go up, we're going to bring it up a little, bring it down, and then we're just going to bring it out and bring it down. So here we have a sort of frame for our door. Or not frame, we have a window pretty much. Now what I'm going to do with this is that, first of all, let me look on the inside. It's a good size. What I'm going to do is, using my content drawer, I'm going to go back to materials. And you can see I have 5 different materials. So wet, shattered, frozen, dirty, and clean. So what I just want to do to test all of this is, for this house, I'm going to make the front all clean. I'm going to make one side dirty and frozen, another side shattered, and the back side wet. So if you go into clean, you see that there is a master material, which if I put on, just wait a second, there is clear glass, which is a little bit reflective and also see-through. So if I walk out, go here, you can see my reflection through the window. And also, you can't go through the window, so that's pretty nice. So now if I go here, I can't go through the window. And pretty much what we're going to do now is I'm just going to put that window in every room that I have, or every window frame. So let's do that. Alright, so now I've also finished the windows, and it's time to move on to the doors. Now, as you can see, I have all the different types of windows, so the clear ones, the dirty ones, the frozen ones, the cracked ones, the wet ones. Mainly I put the wet ones here because this is where the kitchen is, and it makes the most sense to put the wet one there. So let me save this. Give it a minute to save. And now let's look at the two doors. So what I wanted to do for the doors is in the, where is it? Let's see. In the EF first floor thing in the Edith, if you go to meshes and go down, let's see. There are a few doors last I checked. And if we go a little bit more up. Yeah, so there are a few different types of doors. None of these doors, sadly, are like an actual wooden door without a design. Most of them have a design. But then again, I thought for this type of house, I found this door design and I really liked it because it just stands out and it makes sense for this sort of house because this is sort of, in a way, like a beach house. So I decided to have this door as what I'm going to use. So let me put it at the corner here. And I'm just going to stretch it out. Now the thing here is, what I think we should do is raise. I don't think there should be a, I don't think that should be there. Just so we can stretch this out. But also, that doesn't look right. So for now, actually, let's put it back to how it was before. Now the thing here that mainly I'm looking at is the fact that the door handle is just like really weirdly shaped. So one thing you can do is, because I do want the character to walk through, I was just going to have the door open like that. So at that point, you don't actually need the scale for the door. You don't actually need to have a scale. So if I spawn in, I can just walk through the door and I don't need to worry about the scale. So that's also what I'm going to do on this side here. So I'm just going to go into my content drawer and I have my door here. This time I'm going to make the door go to the outside. And then push it in. Or actually, lift it up first. And then we can push it in. So now what we can do is we put this in the corner. So that's in the corner. And then we move this to the side and we just stretch it out. Okay, now we just move the door to the outside. And now we have two doors that lead into our house that are open, but they also look really nice. And so with that, I think let's just quickly run around. Alright, so with that, I think I can end the video here. So again, we finished the window and door frames. I've added some windows and I've also added some doors. And for now, I think this looks really nice and I'm definitely starting to like it more and more. Don't forget that we also did add the roof tiles. And in the next video, we'll be adding things like furniture, the stoves, the kitchenware, the railings outside, things like that. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!